What's the word, OG? What's poppin', man? You know what I'm saying? It's your boy, UAB6. You know how it is, man. Keep dropping flame non-stop and won't stop, can't stop. Feel me? You dig? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you my progress. I'm gonna stay with my 540 until the summer ends. After that, I guess I'm gonna let my subscribers decide if they want me to make 720 or 360 be hot. Remember, my crown is self-center, so it's gonna be kind of hard if I get a 360, but for me it's gonna be, I think, a little easier to get a 720. So let me show you my progress so far. I'm still working on my crown. Don't get at me. I'm still working on the crown, so stay with your boy. Let's see what I'm working with. Alright, you guys let me know in the comments how it looks like so far. I'm working on my crown. I'm using this for my crown. I'm using the softy and I'm using a comb. Comb is really important when you trying to get connections and to wake your hair up. What I mean to wake your hair up is like to get every layer. You know, when you have your do-rag for like 8-10 hours and you haven't brushed your hair, you haven't touched it yet, your hair is extra laid down, so you wanna make sure you apply a comb. If you go into a brush section, if you're not doing a brush section and you just coming home and you don't feel like brushing, don't do it, because it doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Applying the comb section and then not doing anything. So I always do is a comb. Just make sure every layer here is up so I can be able to do my brush section. The fork is right here. This is a big fork right here, so be advised, if you get a fork like this, just make sure you stay constantly brushing and do at least 1 to 2 washing styles a week. That's what I recommend. You don't have to do 3 washing styles and 5. No, don't exaggerate, because it takes time, you know. Unless you want to scout, and do it your way and you could scout to 1.5. That'll help you out. But right now what I'm doing, I'm trying to insulate my crown. I'm trying to work on my crown, because I got a 540 swirl, so it takes time. That's the reason why they create this crown brush, because it's small. You know, it's a tight space when you get to your crown, so it's perfect to get in these angles right here. If you don't have this, you could use a toothbrush. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to, if you don't got this, you can use a toothbrush. So there's no excuses. You could use the corner of your brush. You can use a toothbrush if you don't have this type of brush. So Difference with these type of brushes, a little fancy and stuff, and it has the comb on the side, and it has the brush on the side. Bought it like this, you know, just to have some colors. That's all. I don't like to be dark too much, but yeah. And just tap, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to brush your crown like you brush your pattern. Remember, your pattern, you got more space to move around. Your crown is small. It's a small space, so you gotta be really careful. So you wanna make sure everything is nice and neat, you know? Especially like the corners. You see the corners that I'm doing now? You gotta be really gentle with it. That's why a lot of wavers, they don't worry about the crown, because they don't have the patience. You gotta have patience for this. You just stay on it, you know what I'm saying? Just, you want a better crown, make sure you cut your crown area, let it grow, let it poofed up. You know what I'm saying? Don't cut it with a 1.5. If you want to cut your 360, cut it with a 1.5. But your crown, cut it with a higher guard. You know what I'm saying? At least with a 2. So you could have more hair, because the more hair you got in your crown is better for you to get waves, which is the opposite. If you don't got a lot of hair on your 360, you're not gonna wave up. So make sure you have enough hair and use your own judgment. You know what I'm saying? Like, do it 1 month. You know, work on your crown. Every time you do a section, work on your crown. If you're gonna close with a crown section, close, or you're gonna open it. Find your own schedule how to brush. Make sure you always do 2 sections. Your 8 angles and a crown section. That's how I judge mine. That's how I brush. I do 2 sections. I do my crown and I do my pattern. So it's better, because if you do your crown by itself, you could connect it better, because you're not focusing in just one angle. Don't try to do crown and pattern at the same time. Trying to do 2 sections. When you get comfortable like that, like doing 2 sections, you will have better connections. You're doing different. Remember, your crown is smaller. Your crown is smaller than the 8 angles, so you want to focus more on your crown, because your 8 angles is easier because it's big. You see how I'm brushing? The 8 angles, you got more plate to play with it. You know what I'm saying? Your space is bigger. But when it comes to your crown, it's a tight space, so you gotta be careful. You gotta brush slow. You gotta make sure you take your time with it, and you gotta make sure you stay consistent with it, so you don't create a fork, because you could create a fork by brushing just your crown if you brush it the wrong way. The same way you brush outside like this, like I'm doing, it's the same way in your crown, but smaller. So you could create a fork, you could crash your waves. So just be advised with that. So just be patient with it. Man, I can't wait till that fork to get out, man. That fork is driving me crazy. This is a brush section, you know what I'm saying? Just want to show you guys my progress. Cause I'm gonna stay with the 540 swirl for the summer. And I'm planning to change, start a new journey. Just to give it a try, you know? You could brush at least for half an hour at least. You know, you don't have to stay here for 3 hours. If you brush at least 10 to 15 minutes, you could do it. But just make sure, you know what I'm saying, just stay consistent with it. And don't forget your angles. Because when you forget your angles, that's when you create forks. Because one day you come, brush like this, right? And then the other day you come and brush like this. That's when you confuse your hair, and that's when you create the forks. Because you're pushing your hair 2 different waves. You gotta make sure you remember, you know what I'm saying? Or you could take pictures how you brushing every day, right? And just save it in your phone. And look at your pictures before you start brushing. I'm just saying, like, you know, if you got problems, if you got problems like that, you know, that you don't remember what you did last time. So that's one of the tricks that I used when I started being a waver. Because I didn't know much, but since I started, you know, since you start brushing every day, you change. Because when I started brushing, I changed few angles. Because I started with a 360 swirl, and then I shift to 540 with a slant. So the angles change, especially around your crown. It change. But just remember, if you got a good memory, it's cool. Just make sure you always finish with a crown section. I don't know. I feel like, I know a lot of wavers gonna agree with me. A lot of wavers not gonna agree with me. But I'm talking about wavers that really like to work in their crown. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really own it. Like, they really like having their crown lit. Understand? So it's a lot of wavers that they don't like brushing their crown, I guess, because it takes too much time. Because I'm gonna be honest, it takes time for you to work in your crown, because it's like raising a baby. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure your crown develop. You gotta wolf your crown so you could be able to get the crown wavy. And I know that process because I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that nobody's telling me. I'm going through it myself. So I know the feeling. So a lot of wavers, they just like to have the 360, you know what I'm saying, just wavy. But if you look at the crown, it's a mess. Like, it looks like you haven't seen a brush in months. But if you look at the pattern looks nice. So that means a lot of wavers lot of wavers don't like doing their crown. I respect that, you know what I'm saying? So me and the other side, honestly, me personally, I started doing waves because of the crown. When I saw the crown develop, I wanted to have a close crown like that, you know what I'm saying? Like wave all the way to the last hair. So a lot of wavers don't like it, a lot of wavers like it. So I'm one of the type of wavers to like it. Once again, this is 540 swirl. Just giving you an update, you know. My patterns is going so far, the progress, you know. This video I'm making for my subscribers, you know, they appreciate every time I upload a video. So thanks to them, you know, for following me and appreciating my content. Much love to all of them. $540 with a swirl. This is what I got. So this is how I brush my top. From the crown all the way to the right. So I could create the spiral. That's it. You continue the whole thing all over again. You know what I'm saying? Do the same thing all over again. Your hair is gonna get trained. It's gonna go the way you want it. And that's how you get your flawless connection. I'm not flawless yet, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, brushing the same angles every day without making a mistake, they get you elite faster. Just always look at what you're doing. Make sure you don't overlap your angles. You'll be alright. And this is for my beginners, okay? This is not for the elite wavers. This video is for my beginners, you know. I don't know why do I see. I don't know if you guys can see everything, but based on my camera, I can see it looks blurry, but the mirror looks good. This is my first week, by the way. I started woofing again. So every 4 months, I'm gonna cut my hair. Because I don't want to woof too much after that. The summer's coming, it's getting hot, and I ain't dealing with that. So every 4 weeks, I cut my hair. You see, I could put pomades right now and to get my hair to lay down more in my crown. But me personally, I'm trying to stay away from the pomades. And how is it works better by brushing. If you brush your angles every day, you brush your hair every day, you don't really need pomades. know what I'm saying? And no disrespect to the pomade people. Anybody that sells product, trust me, I use pomade, but I'm trying to train my hair, super train my hair, that my hair's gonna get in that level. I'm not gonna need pomades to lay it down. And right now I don't got pomades in my hair. All I got is oils, and that's it. So it's working. All you gotta do is just brush. The more you brush your hair, the easier your hair is gonna be for you to train it. You just gotta train it. I said you just gotta brush. The more you brush it, the more your hairs get trained, and that's the key. Pomades and everything comes in handy, but the main key to having your hair trained is by brushing it. That's the only way your hair's gonna get trained. That's how you get your angles, cause you brushing it. Boom. That's what you gotta do. You just gotta continue, you know what I'm saying, brushing and brushing it. Make sure you brush the right way, because you don't want to create forks. And yeah, you see right here, I gotta continue training this side. That's where I got a cowlick. You know what I'm saying? I got a cowlick there, so it's been kind of hard, but I just want to show you guys my progress. So far, it's looking good. You know what I'm saying? I'm breaking already the fork that I have here. The way it's connecting, I got a fork on the side here, and I got the fork on top. So in total, I got 3 forks. And when it comes to weight check, I'll probably get a 7, because I gotta work on my 3 forks that I have and my crown. So I'll probably get a 6.5 based on my own judgment. So you guys let me know what you think. Leave your comments below. Subscribe if you like. It's your boy Wavy6. I'm not gonna sit. I'm not gonna stay here and say, oh, see you next time. No, I'm not gonna do that. You can choose a video right here. You can choose a video right here, one in the corner, and check it out. You already know, man. Stay safe.